Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I don't know what this video is. I'm sorry, I have no idea what this reading vlog is. As I kind of previously mentioned in my 50k Q&A, October has just been stressful and chaotic, and I've had no motivation to do anything, and I don't know why. All the videos that I had planned for October, like, nothing went to plan. Nothing went right. This video originally started out as like, well, I was originally gonna do a House of Leaves reading vlog. That didn't happen. I got like a few pages into it and I was like, I can't. And then it was supposed to be reading Devil All the Time, which I do still want to do, but that didn't happen according to plan. And then I was going to read BuzzFeed released this list of like the spookiest horror audiobooks to listen to during the season, so I was like, oh sick, since I'm in a reading slump, I'll just do a video on that and listen to the audiobooks. And then that didn't really go to plan either. I got halfway through 2 of them and I just wasn't really feeling it. I did eventually read one of them for this video, but you'll find that out later. And then I was just gonna do a reading 3 thrillers vlog kind of video, but then, I mean, this is kind of that, but one of them ended up being a horror book. I just want to upload something because I want to have some kind of reading vlog, so this is just kind of clips from all of the different reading vlogs that I was trying to accomplish this month. In this reading vlog, I still managed to read 3 books, so I mean, this is not the quality content that I was hoping to deliver in October, but this is as good as it gets right now. Hopefully, now I feel like I am starting to get my shit together again. I don't know what I've been going through these last few weeks, but I think it's over and I think I'm starting to get my shit back together. So please enjoy this hot mess of a reading vlog, and hopefully I will see you soon with something better in the near future. Hello. So last night I started our kind of Cruelty, and I only got 35 pages into this, but I'm already really enjoying this. All I understand what this book is about so far is it's following this guy named Mike, and he was dating this girl named Verity that he's pretty obsessed with, and they used to play this game together called The Crave, because they were always saying like everyone is always craving something in life and they always craved each other. So it was like weird. They would just like play this game with each other all the time, where they would like go out to bars and like pretend they were interested in other people or something, and like I don't know. But anyways, now we're following him when he's moving back, and this is like after they've been broken up, I guess, but he's moving back to London, and he just got a wedding invitation. She's getting married to this guy that she's only known for like 6 months, and he's kind of like surprised, and he thinks they may be playing like a more intense version of The Crave, but I don't really think that they are. I think he's like a little bit unhinged, and I don't know, I just think it's really interesting so far. The writing style is kind of reminding me of like You by Caroline Kepnes, just the kind of like, he kind of has like the same mindset as like a Joe Goldberg, kind of like, I don't know, he just kind of reminds me of that. So really interested in this so far, and I'm planning on making some coffee and just having a chill October day and read this book, and hopefully I'll love it. It's not too long, so hopefully I can get through a good chunk of this today. Quite a bit later in the day. It is now like 5 o'clock at night. Earlier today I was reading this book while I was out on the patio, and I recorded like a live reading with me kind of video that will probably be posted by the time this video goes up, so I'll leave it linked down below if you missed it. But yeah, I just got to part 3 of this book, so now I am on page 169, and I'm still really enjoying this book so far. Something that I've realized is that this book doesn't have any chapters, which usually I hate. There's like enough action and dialogue and movement in the story that it's just keeping me flipping the pages anyways, and this book is divided into like 3 distinct parts, so I thought the first 2 parts were really good. Like, as I said, it is reminding me a lot of You by Caroline Kepnes. It's also reminding me a little bit of Gone Girl. Like, it just has like a similar vibe to it, but I do feel like I'm just reading from Joe Goldberg's point of view, so I'm really enjoying that. Part 2 just ended with quite a bang, and so I'm feeling like part 3 is where things are really gonna start to get weird, and part 3 is only about 100 pages, so I have about just that last 100 pages left. And so I think I'm gonna just read this for the rest of the night. All I have planned for tonight, like me and Rachel are just gonna start making dinner soon in like maybe 30 minutes. And then the Dodgers are playing in the World Series tonight. It's the second game tonight, so we're probably just gonna be watching that. And while I'm watching the game, I'm probably just gonna be finishing up this book. Yeah. So I bought this Arbor Mist Peach Moscato and it just looks so freaking good. So we're gonna try it. Cheers it. Oh! Okay, here we go. Delightful. And very peachy. Very refreshing. It's like a blini, but like not good. It's like more intense than I thought it would be.
It's good.
It is good.
It's really good.
Good thing I got 2 bottles of it. Any Moscato, I'm down. Oh my gosh, so amazing. So good. My fave. It is many hours later and I have finished Our Kind of Cruelty. And it's kind of hard for me to say how I feel about this book. Like, I don't really know how I feel about this book. I feel like the ending of this book definitely underwhelmed me, even though I do appreciate what the author is trying to do with this story, and I really do appreciate the message in this book. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I found the ending to just be kind of like, okay, I guess I just wanted more from the ending and just expected a little bit more out of the ending. But with that being said, I mean, this was still a thriller that I was able to read pretty much within a day. I mean, I read the first 30 pages last night, but then I powered through this entire book today, which it's been a while since I've done that, to be honest. I just have not been in a reading mood lately. So, I mean, for that reason alone, like, I was definitely really into this book. You know, there is something so unsettling about reading an entire book from the point of view of someone who is so unhinged and just kind of disturbed, and he does remind me a lot of like Joe Goldberg in that way, I guess. So that's why this book definitely does remind me of you, and it kind of still does remind me of Gone Girl in a way, but it just doesn't pack the same punch, I think, that those books did for me. And I feel like this book never really went where I wanted it to go, whereas like Gone Girl and You are like some of my favorite thrillers of all time. But it's like hard to say how I feel about this. Like, I feel like I'm gonna end up giving this one either like a 3 or a 3.5 stars. It just depends on how much the story sticks with me. So I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to describe how I feel about this book, but I can definitely see why some people might love this book, and I can definitely see why some people might hate this book. Some things about it weren't my jam either, but overall I think I enjoyed it. It was good. I'm glad to have finally read this because I've been pretty curious about this one for a while, and I definitely enjoyed this more than I thought it would, because this one has some seriously low reviews on Goodreads. Like, I think this book averages like a 3.4 or something on Goodreads right now, so that's actually pretty surprising to me because I don't think it's that bad. Hello, it has been a couple of days. Today is really cold and really rainy outside. Only like 41 degrees today. It's like really chilly for an October day, and I just wanted to update that I've been reading this book called The Nesting, and I'm 150 pages into it on my phone, and I am really enjoying this. I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's reminding me so much of The Turn of the Key and The Haunting of Bly Manor. Like, it definitely has all of those vibes, and I'm just really obsessed with it. As far as I know, I think it's like a gothic horror thriller. Like, those are the genres for it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I have to go into work in like 30 minutes. That kind of sucks. I'm kind of regretting washing my hair before work because it's really cold, and now I'm really cold because my hair's wet. And then hopefully later I can get back to reading this book because this book is so good and I'm just really loving it.
Yeah. But what do you say, baby squirrel? We're ready to get the heck out of this room. Let's get the heck out of this room.
Hi, I am back from work. I didn't vlog anything while I was there because, you know, I suck at vlogging, and it was a pretty busy night tonight, but we had a full manager's staff, so it felt very okay. It wasn't too bad. So the plan is that I'm gonna jump back into this book and read it on my phone now. It says I'm still only 38% of the way through it, so I'm like still kind of near the beginning, and I'm really excited to read this right now. But like last night when I was reading it, I was getting so genuinely creeped out because I was reading it in the dark, which was probably a mistake, but I was reading it with all the lights off in the room with just like the moonlight coming in, and I was reading some really creepy, terrifying scenes. And so, you know, I'm a little nervous about reading it in the dark right now, but you know what, it's fine. I think tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and like purchase this book because I just want to read it physically, and because I'm just loving it so much that I feel like it might be a new all-time favorite for me, so I just want to like own it, you know? I also got these mini Starburst. It's only the red flavors and they're unwrapped, so it's like unwrapped goodness. Can you see them? Oh, they're so good. They're so good. But anyways, I'm gonna eat these and read the book. I don't even think I explained to you earlier today what the book is even really about, but we're basically following this girl who at the beginning of the book, her boyfriend breaks up with her and she ends up kind of homeless, and she's kind of like suicidal. Like she has all of these suicidal thoughts, and then while she's on this train, she overhears the girl in front of her on the train is talking about this nannying job that she's trying to get in Norway. That's kind of how she hears about this job. So then she applies for the job and gets the interview, and then it's kind of about her being the nanny for these kids. And so it is very like, you know, turn the key vibes, just in the sense that it's this girl that's going to become a nanny to these kids, and their house is like maybe questionable, like something's happening in their house that's kind of like spooky. And it also kind of reminds me of Bly Manor for other reasons too, like some which I will not spoil you for, but it's very Bly Manor vibes, and oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with it. I love the vibe. I don't know if it's like because it's like gothic, like I don't even really know, to be honest, what defines something as like gothic, but whatever it is, I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Hello, what the heck, why is it so cold outside? So it is the next morning, and this morning it was like 39 degrees in October, and now it says it's 42, but like it's so windy today that it's just like freezing. I had to close my window last night because the wind was so loud, the door was like thumping. But anyways, last night I got 60% of the way through the audiobook, through the book I was reading, The Nesting, and I'm still really obsessed with it. Oh my god. And like there's all these like little plot twists, and I have all these different theories about where the book's going, and I don't know who to trust, and I just love it so much. So I'm on the way to Barnes & Noble right now because I want to buy a physical copy of the book so I can finish reading it physically, and because I just want to mark it up with all like my highlighters, my tabs, because I've been highlighting so much in the ebook that I just need the physical copy. Okay, I just need it. That's what we're gonna do. And then I have to go to Target to get a few things, and then I think later today I'm gonna be filming my 50K Q&A, and so hopefully somewhere in there I'll find the time to read and finish this book, because holy shit, I'm obsessed with it. Hey, oh my god. I just finished filming the Q&A and the power just went out for like a minute. But apparently it's back on now. Whilst I was at Barnes & Noble, I found The Nesting by C.J. Cook, which this is the book that I'm currently reading that I'm absolutely fucking obsessed with. So that's cool. I'm planning on finishing this afternoon. Hopefully. I have to figure out where I'm at in the ebook. And then I also went ahead and bought Violet by Scott Thomas, because this is the same author as Kill Creek. Apparently this book came out last year, and this is his second novel, Violet. I think it's like a horror thriller maybe, but I found this in the horror section. I'm so excited about this because I would have immediately just bought this book just because it's Scott Thomas, and I loved Kill Creek so fucking much. Like, I'll read anything he writes. But this one actually does sound super interesting too. It takes place in the summer of 1988. For this 10-year-old girl, Chris Barlow, it was her chance to say goodbye to her dying mother. 3 decades later, loss returns, her husband killed in a car accident, and so Chris goes home to the place where she first knew pain, to that summer house overlooking the crystal waters of Lost Lake. It's there that Chris and her 8-year-old daughter will make their stand against grief. But a shadow has fallen over the quiet lake town of Pacington, Kansas. Beneath its surface, an evil has grown, and inside that home, where Chris Barlow last saw her mother, an old friend awaits her return. Like, what? I don't know, it sounds really good. This one also takes place in Kansas, I guess, which is where Kill Creek took place. So that's exciting. I think I might just jump into this book immediately after I finish The Nesting. Like, I don't know yet. And then I also got Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones, because this is one that is a very short story that I've heard some really good things about, and I think I want to save this one for my Halloween weekend reading vlogs planned, because I had this idea that over like Halloween weekend, since it's on a Saturday, I thought it'd be cool to just do like a weekend reading vlog kind of thing, and I wanted to get a bunch of short stories for that vlog. So this is one of the short stories I'm going to be reading for that vlog, and I'm very excited about that. So hopefully this one is lit. But yeah, while I was at Target, I got a bunch of like mini M&Ms too, and I also got this sweater. So I have just finished the nesting, and oh my god, I loved this so much. I feel like this is definitely a 5-star book for me, definitely one of my favorite books that I've read this year. Trigger warnings in this book for things like suicide and cutting, and there's a lot of really creepy content in this book too. Like, there were so many scenes that genuinely creeped me out even while I was reading this during the day. And oh my god, there's nothing I love more in like a horror thriller type of book than a book that kind of has like a bigger message and that can include some emotional punches to the gut as well. One of the creepiest books that I've ever read, because like some of these scenes, like, they will stay in my mind forever, but it's also just like a really fucking good story. Like, I really enjoyed these characters so much. And like, seriously though, the Bly Manor vibes, like, they are so strong here. But if you're looking for something specifically that has the same creepy tone as Bly Manor, then I would definitely suggest this book. And I don't know how I'm gonna recover from this, but I'm definitely, I barely finished annotating it at the end, but I'm gonna go back through my ebook and annotate the rest of the beginning with all the notes that I took on my phone, just because I love doing that. And I'm so glad I bought this book physically. I am going to lay in bed and start on the next book that I would like to read for this video, which is Violet by Scott Thomas. And I just got my mini M&M's bottle. I've just been taking shots of them. Earlier tonight I finished my annotation of the nesting, and I just love it. I loved it so much. Can't stop thinking about it. And then earlier tonight we watched one episode of Unsolved Mysteries, and then we watched the rest of the World Series game, and oh my god, the Dodgers literally lost it in the bottom of the 9th inning. They were winning and they had 2 outs and 2 strikes and they lost, and I'm pretty devastated over it. I don't really want to talk about it. Do you want to know what adulthood looks like? It looks like I just got this new face moisturizer, and I'm really excited about it because it's really fucking cold outside and my face is dry. Literally 34 degrees right now in Washington. Like, what the heck? Why is it so cold? Did we just skip fall and we went straight to winter? I don't even know. Adulthood also looks like I just got this new water bottle that tracks how much water I drink during the day, because I need to drink more water. I drink way too much soda and coffee. Yeah, I'm just living it up over here with my moisturizer and my water. And I'm gonna put this on and start Violet. I also, in my bed right now, I have my heating pad on because it's freaking so cold in here, and I have this heated blanket that I have plugged in. So I'm gonna put the blanket on top of me and then lay on the heating pad and wear my hoodie over my head because it's so cold in here tonight. Can you hear the wind? It's real loud. Oh my god. Good morning. So you know, last night I was planning on reading the Scott Thomas book, and when I was just laying there in bed and my eyes were so tired, like I could literally almost fall asleep. So I was like, okay, I don't think I should read a book physically right now. So I set the book aside, and instead I decided to pick up Wonderland by Zoj Stage on audio, because I had downloaded this book on Libro earlier this month when I planned on doing that video of like listening to creepy audiobooks, you know, that video that never happened. And so I was like, whatever, like I'll just listen to it because it's gonna be creepy anyways. And the only reason why I really was interested in picking this book up is because the description says, if Shirley Jackson wrote The Shining, like that's how it describes the feel of this book. And so I was down for it because, you know, I am kind of nervous picking up this book, obviously, because the previous book that I read from this author was Baby Teeth, and that was a 1-star book for me. So, you know, I am pretty hesitant to pick up another book from her just because I probably know I'm not gonna like it, but I decided to give it a whirl anyways, and I'm currently 29% through the audiobook, so I'm on my way to work right now, so I'm gonna continue listening to this on audio, and so far it's fine. It's like about this family that's like out in the fucking woods in their house, and like there's weird things happening with the trees and stuff. Like, I don't really know. So far it's fine. I'm just gonna keep listening to it and hope it gets better.
The trees use a lot of big words that she doesn't know. Oh, is that it? Yep, she told me. No, thank you.
It's really cold out, so Tanky has this little vest on. It's like, you know, 30 degrees outside. My hair's wet. I'm winning at life right now. Look at this cutie. Tink, sit down. Oh my god. Freaking adorable. Super. We're gonna go get more Chinese food. Yes, Rachel's obsessed.
Honey sesame chicken, yo.
Panda Express.
It's fucking fire.
Oh shit. It's about
You know, if you knew her, you'd really like her. She's a super cool person.
like almost 11 o'clock at night now, and I'm only 40% of the way through Wonderland. I've barely listened to any of it tonight. Earlier tonight, me and my sister got dinner, and then we watched this new movie with Dylan O'Brien called Love and Monsters, and it was actually super fun. It was like a PG-13 rating, so it was kind of just like a lighthearted, fun apocalypse movie. And it was a really fun time. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And then after that, we watched the World Series, and the Dodgers won tonight. So the Dodgers only have to win one more game to win the World Series, and I could just die. Like, that is very exciting. They haven't won a World Series in my lifetime. But yeah, as far as Wonderland goes, I'm still finding it to be just kind of, you know, mediocre. And if I was reading this book physically right now, I don't know if I would continue reading it, but because I'm listening to the audiobook, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's not as, like, I don't have to put in as much effort, I guess, to listen to it, so I think I'm just gonna lay in bed for the rest of the night and listen to this audiobook. Good morning. Ugh, my allergies are really bad this morning, so apologies. But last night I finished the Wonderland audiobook. I was listening to it at only 2 times speed, but I bumped it up to 2.5 speed so I could get through it quicker because I was, you know, quickly losing interest. And I feel like I'm gonna give this book 2 out of 5 stars. I'm not really sure what I just read. I'm kind of upset because I feel like this book did have a lot of potential, and I feel like it started off really strong, and this book did a good job at like creating this really spooky, creepy atmosphere. It was very like a cabin in the woods, and like creepy shit, you know, was happening, and it just had so much potential to be good. Like, oh my god, there were so many annoying things about this book. Like, I found the writing to just be really repetitive, which is another issue that I definitely had with Baby Teeth. Like, I remember saying the same thing about Baby Teeth, that I thought it was so repetitive. It was just the same shit over and over and over again, just like worded in different ways. And oh my gosh, okay, the daughter's name in this book is Eleanor Queen. And I don't understand, like, every time she refers to the daughter, it's Eleanor Queen. It's not Eleanor or Queen, it's Eleanor Queen, like one name, and like, it's just really annoying. Like, pick one name, Eleanor or Queen. Why does it have to be both? And just hearing that name said over and over and over again, like 50 million times in this book, it was like super annoying. And the son's name is Tycho. Like, the kids just have really strange names in this book, and it just kind of got obnoxious after a while. I'm still mad too that this book kind of sells itself as if Shirley Jackson wrote The Shining, because I mean, in a way, I do understand the comparison to The Shining, because it's like this family moving to a remote place, and then maybe something begins to possess the dad. And I do understand how that is similar to The Shining, but that is where the similarities end. And for this book to have the audacity to compare itself to The Shining, I mean, that's setting the bar pretty high, and I don't think anybody is going to be satisfied with that comparison, because it's just not. It's not like The Shining at all. And I don't know, I wish this story, I feel like this story could have worked a lot better as a novella or a short story, because it definitely does have a unique and interesting concept, but my god, this story drags so hard. Like, once you start to realize what's actually happening around halfway through the book, The second half of the book was just such a drag, and you're just like waiting for things to happen that you know are gonna happen. And I don't know, I do think the ending of this book was actually pretty satisfying, but also like it was not worth it to read this entire book just for that ending. Like, it was a good ending, but it wasn't worth it. So yeah, this was definitely a 2-star book for me. I definitely liked this one better than Baby Teeth, but that's not saying a whole lot because Baby Teeth was a 1-star book for me. But yeah, I think I've just come to the conclusion that this author just isn't for me, clearly. Yeah, I think this is a wrap on this reading vlog. I'm so sorry that this reading vlog is so unorganized and so chaotic and just like a hot mess, but you know, I did my best. I've been in this really weird vlogging weird slump for the entire month of October, and it's really sucked. Hopefully I get my shit together soon. I'm planning like a fun Halloween weekend reading kind of vlog, so hopefully that still happens. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. If you've read any of the books that I read in this vlog, let me know what you think about them. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!